Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Linda.
Please, may we meet you?
My name is McAnthony Anaelechukwu, Director General, Peakline Sports World Limited, and also Director General, Ajeromi-Ifelodun Sports Council.
Following the failure of the Super Falcons to qualify for the 2027 World Cup, I think it was the proper or right decision for the NFF to sack the technical crew for the Super Falcons.
Yeah, I think that was the right thing. If I were Justin Madugu, I would have even resigned, because he failed abysmally. Debutants defeating the almighty Super Falcons, it's unheard of. And yes, the debutants, they made it to the finals, yes, but not to a big shoe like the Super Falcons. So yes, Justin Madugu did very well with the Falcons when they won it last year to get the La Decima, but that doesn't mean he would always get it right, because he inherited a very good squad. They have the Ashley Pumphrey there. The team was complete. The team was near perfect. But a lot of things has happened, under a year. He failed. That's just a simple word to use. And for a coach of his own caliber, what he would have done was to apologize first to the nation and tender his resignation before allowing the NFF to do what he did.
For just one setback, the penalty for that should be the sack of
that setback wasn't just one setback. That setback was destroying a nation that put its hope on a particular set of individuals, the Super Falcons. Okay, so we also failed to qualify for semi-finals of that competition, which completely knocked us out of the World Cup. They had a lifeline to beat South Africa and proceed to another playoff, just what we did with the Super Eagles, and they failed. They couldn't even get there. So it wasn't just one setback. It was one setback too many, if I should use the word one setback.
Okay, so your experience in football, what do you think the Super Falcons themselves would have done differently?
See, what I believe they would have done differently is, you are not fit for this competition. Back out. We as a nation should have looked inward. There are still other younger players that would have fit in. I'm not blaming the goalkeeper. I'm not blaming anybody. But if you're not prepared for a tournament, I'm not fit enough. I'll stay away. You get? So the players, it was clear they were not fit for that tournament. So there was no need going. Yes, the NFF. I'll also pour the blame on the NFF.
Exactly.
You get? Because I wouldn't just want to blame the girls outrightly. The coach picked materials he had on him. Of course, there are some players on the bench he would have started, but he decided to go for other older players, Francisco Odega and the like. No, it is not blaming game now. The deed has been done already. For the NFF, they failed the nation, they failed the girls, they failed the coach. So even the NFF telling them to step down should have been the other way around. We will ask the NFF to step down because we are the ones that failed. We're not going to the Under-20 World Cup. We're not going to the Under-17 World Cup. We're not going to the Nations Cup. The Super Eagles couldn't make it to the World Cup that we all enjoyed. Now the Falcons are not going. So Falcons are not going. So they failed as a group, as a bunch, not the Falcons. So it goes beyond, it transcends beyond the Super Falcons.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.